You had a really intense and fun environment at this practice today, and you had some really young, athletic wrestlers on the mat. Who got you started on the mat when you were young?
I was almost legally blind, so I played football. I couldn't catch because I couldn't see. Basketball was definitely out of the question. I could only wrestle. I went to Nathan Hale High School, and they had a really good youth club at the time. I remember David Prince wrestled there. And my brother's football coach, Bill Grass, his son invited me to go. I was just hanging out. And like I'm standing right now, I was on the wall like this, and a kid grabs me as a joke, and I body slammed him. And I mean hard. Like, now I'm not mean, but I mean, as you see in the fights, I was just like, naturally, he grabbed me, and I was like, wham! And the whole gym's like, whoa! And they're like, dude, you should wrestle. I was like, all right. And that was my career. I literally suited up the next day, and I was on the wrestling team. I was there for about a year, and we moved out north. And once we moved out north, I joined the Hutchinson YMCA Skull Crushers, the coldest and most toughest team I've ever been on in my life. Those coaches were literally my backbone. Coach Greg Love, Coach Ronnie Hopkins, rest his soul, Coach Keith Reed. I can go on. We're still friends to this day.
Nice.
Melvin Lofton, he's a teammate of mine. Michael Bruner. I mean, there's some guys that went on to do great things. But literally, this is how it starts, you know. And to this day, I visit those guys. I go visit those because I love them. You know, they're like a second dad to us. So I know how important it is as a coach. We don't make a lot of money. The impact I have on these kids, I want them to look back one day, and I want them to do it. I want them to do this. You know, I want to go against some of my former students.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gary Roberts from East Central, man. Seriously, I was just recently inducted into the Tulsa East Central Hall of Fame, and if it wasn't for that guy, he made me a man in high school. I was at Central. They dropped the program. I went to East Central, and when I tell you it was night and day, he taught me everything I needed to become a college athlete and beyond. So shout out to Gary Roberts. I love you, man. I hope you see this.